Imagine a silent, dark journey lasting billions of years. A lone traveler, forged in the crucible of an alien star system, drifts through the unimaginable emptiness of interstellar space. Its path is random, dictated by ancient gravitational forces, a piece of cosmic debris on an endless voyage. Then, on July 1st, 2025, that journey intersects with ours. The Pan-STARRS telescope in Hawaii picks up a faint, fast-moving streak against the backdrop of the Milky Way. This isn't just another asteroid. This is 3I Atlas, and its arrival would mark the beginning of a mystery that would challenge everything we think we know about our place in the cosmos. This was only the third time in all of human history that we had confirmed an object from beyond our solar system. The first, the enigmatic, cigar-shaped Oumuamua in 2017, left us with more questions than answers. The second, the comet Borisov in 2019, seemed almost familiar, a icy visitor that, while foreign, still played by the known rules of cometary physics. But 3I Atlas was different from the start. It was bigger, faster, and from the moment its trajectory was calculated, it was clear it was on a path that would bring it deeper into our planetary neighborhood than any visitor before it. The global astronomy community snapped into action, a coordinated effort to study this rare guest before it vanished back into the void forever. But as the data began to pour in, a sense of stunned exhilaration quickly turned into profound unease. The initial readings made no sense. What had we just let into our backyard? The first and most immediate clue that 3I Atlas was an outsider was its breathtaking speed. Clocked at over 137,000 miles per hour, it was moving too fast to be bound by the sun's gravity. This is what astronomers call a hyperbolic trajectory, a one-way ticket through the solar system. To put that velocity into perspective, it's more than 55 times the speed of a rifle bullet. It could traverse the entire continental United States in under 2 minutes. Even our fastest human-made spacecraft, the Parker Solar Probe, seems to crawl in comparison. This incredible speed is a fingerprint of a violent past. Nothing in our solar system could have imparted such velocity. The only logical explanation is that 3I Atlas was violently ejected from its home star system billions of years ago, perhaps by a catastrophic planetary collision or the gravitational slingshot of a giant planet. It has been wandering the galaxy ever since, a frozen relic of a system that may no longer even exist. As it falls sunward, its speed is increasing, expected to peak at a staggering 152,000 miles per hour by late October 2025. This raw kinetic power is a silent threat, a reminder that the universe is a violent place. But speed was just the opening act. The real mystery was about to reveal itself in the light shining from its surface, a light that shouldn't have been there. When a normal comet approaches the sun, its icy surface begins to heat up. This process, called outgassing, creates a vast, glowing cloud of gas and dust around the nucleus, known as a coma. The coma, not the nucleus itself, is what reflects sunlight and makes the comet visible from Earth. But with 3I Atlas, something was wrong from the very beginning. The initial observations showed that its light wasn't coming from a diffuse, cloud-like coma. Instead, the light seemed to be emanating directly from a sharp, concentrated point, the surface of the object itself. This anomaly sent a ripple of confusion through the scientific community. It raised a profound and unsettling question. Was 3I Atlas producing its own light? The implications were staggering. Natural objects like rocks and ice don't generate their own visible light. They reflect it. Could this be evidence of some form of bioluminescence? Or, as some more speculative theories suggested, was it artificial? Could we be looking at a spacecraft whose hull was illuminated by some unknown power source? Mainstream scientists scrambled for conventional explanations, suggesting that perhaps it had an unusually reflective surface or a very thin, dense coma that was difficult to resolve. But for many, the damage was done. The seed of doubt had been planted. This was no ordinary comet. And just as astronomers were grappling with this first puzzle, 3I Atlas performed its next trick, transforming in both color and brilliance before their very eyes. As 3I Atlas continued its journey inward, approaching the orbit of Mars, it began to behave in ways that defied all prediction models. First, its color changed. Initially, it had a dull, reddish hue, typical of many asteroids and comets covered in a layer of complex organic compounds, what scientists call tholins. But then, in a matter of days, that red hue vanished, replaced by a distinct and eerie green glow. This was bizarre enough. But then came the brightening. When first detected, 3I Atlas was extremely faint, at around 18th magnitude, far too dim for the naked eye. Then, it began to brighten, dramatically. It rocketed to a magnitude of 12, an increase in brightness of over 250 times. While comets do brighten as they approach the sun, they typically follow a smooth, predictable curve. 3I Atlas did not. Its brightness fluctuated wildly, in sudden, unpredictable bursts. It was as if someone was turning a dimmer switch on and off. These weren't gentle changes. They were violent, energetic outbursts. The object was behaving less like a predictable ball of ice, and more like a malfunctioning engine. What was happening on its surface to cause such violent and unpredictable activity? The green color presented its own separate mystery. In our solar system, many comets glow green. This well-understood phenomenon is caused by diatomic carbon molecules, two carbon atoms bonded together, that are vaporized by solar radiation and become fluorescent. It's a cosmic neon sign. So, when the green glow appeared, astronomers naturally pointed their most powerful spectrometers, including the James Webb Space Telescope, at 3I Atlas to detect the signature of dicarbon. The results were shocking. There was no dicarbon, or at least not nearly enough to account for the intense green glow they were observing. Instead, the spectra revealed a bizarre and unfamiliar chemical cocktail. The object was venting enormous amounts of carbon dioxide, far more than water vapor, which is highly unusual. It also showed traces of nickel and cyanogen gas, but none of these molecules are known to produce a green fluorescence. So, what was causing the glow? The scientific teams were left with two equally profound possibilities. First, it was being caused by some other unknown gas or element that we have not yet encountered in our own solar system. Or second, and more chillingly, the glow was not natural at all. A few bold researchers suggested that if the object were artificial, the green glow could be a byproduct of its propulsion or energy systems, perhaps even a nuclear reactor. The absence of a natural explanation was, in itself, a form of evidence pointing toward something truly extraordinary. It was against this backdrop of accumulating anomalies that one of the world's most prominent astronomers decided to voice a theory that would send shockwaves beyond the scientific community. Dr. Avi Loeb, the former chair of Harvard's astronomy department, famous for his serious consideration of Oumuamua as a potential artificial object, published a provocative article. He suggested that 3I Atlas might not be a natural comet, but an alien spacecraft. Loeb's mothership hypothesis is as compelling as it is revolutionary. He proposes that the sudden, intense outbursts of brightness could be explained by the object not just breaking up naturally, but actively releasing smaller probes. It may release some other objects that reach the planets, Loeb speculated, and it will continue along its course to the next star. He even wondered if a newly discovered comet, C divided by 2025 F2 Swan, which appeared around the same time, could be one such fragment or probe released by 3I Atlas. Although subsequent analysis showed the two objects were not related, Loeb's central point remained. The behavior was too strange to dismiss. He urged the world to watch closely on October 3, 2025, when 3I Atlas makes its closest approach to Mars. We should not forget that this object is far stranger than a normal comet, he warned. What if we are witnessing a reconnaissance mission on a scale we can barely comprehend? Adding immense weight to Loeb's hypothesis is the object's trajectory. Its path through our solar system is, in a word, suspicious. It doesn't come screaming in at a random angle. Instead, its orbit is almost perfectly aligned with the ecliptic plane, the flat disk, where most planets orbit the Sunday. This in itself is a statistical improbability. Even more curiously, it is set to make close flybys of several planets, including Mars and Jupiter, in what looks like a carefully planned itinerary. Yet, despite this seemingly deliberate tour of our planetary system, it appears to be meticulously avoiding Earth. And most intriguing of all, when it reaches perihelion, its closest point to the Sun, it will be positioned directly behind the Sun from Earth's perspective. For a period of time, it will be completely hidden from our view, masked by the Sun's overwhelming glare. If you were designing a mission to covertly survey a star system, this is exactly what you would do. Use planetary gravity assist to maneuver, study the interesting planets, avoid the one inhabited by a technologically immature species, and then use the star itself as a shield to make any course corrections, refuel, or deploy additional assets without being detected. The sheer statistical improbability of this path being a natural occurrence has left even the most skeptical astronomers feeling deeply unsettled. The mystery of 3I Atlas extends beyond its immediate behavior and into the depths of the galaxy itself. When astronomers traced its path back across light years, they found its origin point lies in the direction of the constellation Sagittarius. For those familiar with the history of the search for extraterrestrial intelligence, SETI, this is a chilling coincidence. It is from this exact region of the sky that the most famous unexplained signal in history, the WOW signal, was detected in 1977. A powerful narrowband radio burst that lasted for 72 seconds and has never been satisfactorily explained. Is it a coincidence that our most mysterious interstellar visitor appears to have come from the same place as our most tantalizing potential signal? Perhaps. The universe is vast, and correlations can be illusory. But in a mystery of this magnitude, there are no unimportant details. This connection adds another layer of profound significance to the passage of 3I Atlas. It feels less like a random rock, and more like a message or a visitor that we have been half expecting for decades. The most compelling theory weaving all these anomalies together is the idea of a grand deception. What if 3I Atlas is an artificial object that is deliberately disguised to look like a natural comet? Its sporadic outbursts could be a way to mimic cometary activity, a clever ruse to avoid raising alarm. Its strange chemistry could be the result of materials not found in nature, or a propulsion residue we don't understand. Its perfect, planet-hopping trajectory suggests intelligence. Its avoidance of Earth suggests caution. And its decision to hide behind the sun at the most critical moment suggests a deliberate, strategic move. This sets the stage for one of the most significant astronomical events in human history. On October 3rd, 2025, 3I Atlas will make its closest approach to Mars, passing within 0.19 astronomical units of the red planet. This presents a unique opportunity. NASA's Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, MRO, circling Mars, will turn its powerful high-rise camera towards the visitor. While it may not be able to resolve fine details, it could finally settle the debate about the source of the object's light. Is it a dull, reflective surface, or a bright, self-illuminated one? Other spacecraft, like the Psyche mission and ESA's JUICE probe, might also be in positions to gather valuable data. This will be humanity's first-ever close-range observation of an interstellar object, and potentially our first glimpse of technology not of this world. The entire scientific world will be holding its breath. Will the images reveal a lumpy, irregular comet nucleus, finally putting the wilder theories to rest? Or will they reveal something else, something geometric, something structured, something that unequivocally confirms that we are not alone? The story of 3I Atlas is still being written. It is a tale written in velocity, in anomalous light, and in cryptic chemistry. It is a puzzle box hurtling through space, and we have only just begun to decipher its secrets. With every new observation, it challenges our assumptions and forces us to confront the possibility that the galaxy is not a silent, empty void, but a vibrant crossroads. The coming months will be crucial. As it swings past Mars and then behind the sun, we may get our answers, or the mystery may only deepen. What do you think it is? A fascinatingly strange comet that is teaching us new physics? Or something more? The evidence is there for you to weigh. If you found this journey into the unknown as captivating as we did, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you'd like to support our channel and help us continue to bring you deep dives on the biggest mysteries of the cosmos, you can do so by checking out the links in the description to purchase our merchandise or make a donation. Thank you for watching. Keep looking up because as 3I Atlas has shown us, you never know what might be looking back.